Today is August the 13th, and back in 1876, on this day, August the 13th, 1876, Wagner's Ring began its premiere. I say began its premiere because it takes 4 evenings to perform the huge tetralogy that makes the Ring cycle. But the 13th of August marked the first performance of Das Rheingold in the newly built Bayreuth theatre that Wagner had constructed specially for the occasion. And Cosima, Wagner's wife, Cosima's account of the first night is quite concise. It's almost curt. She says, first performance of Rheingold under a completely unlucky star. Franz Betz was the guy who was playing Wotan. So, in other words, one of the main characters in the drama. Betz loses the ring. Of all things, he lost the ring. It's almost like a best man at a wedding. Betz loses the ring, runs into the wings twice during the curse. A stagehand raises the backdrop too soon during the first scene change, and one sees people standing around in shirt sleeves and the back wall of the theatre. I mean, it sounds a bit catastrophic, doesn't it? All the singers embarrassed, etc., etc. Each of us returns home separately. R is for Richard Wagner. R at first very upset, but gradually regains his spirits. And the sudden visit of the Emperor of Brazil restores the mood of ebullience. We go to bed in very good spirits. Needless to say, the first performance was attended by many crown princes and other notable figures, European cultural figures. Of course, Brahms was there, Tchaikovsky had come all the way from Russia, and many other people were there. There were various novelists, poets, philosophers, and so on there. Nietzsche was there, of course. None of the details of Cosima's rather disastrous account appear in the enormous review that appears in the New York Times, telegraphed across the Atlantic, the wonders of technology in 1876. And the reviewer for that newspaper wrote what could be described now as pretty much a chapter about the event. He notices this: the heat was intense, for the doors being closed and even overhung with tapestry, and there being no windows or ventilating apparatus of any sort. The air was never renewed. So it sounds stuffy and in many ways unpleasant. And the New York reviewer, cautiously, but I think wisely, says this: the perusal of the scores of Herr Wagner's operas, a summary of their plots, and even regular attendance at the rehearsals, which have been in progress this year since June, are wholly insufficient to warrant the formation of a judgment upon the music and the dramas to the production of which Herr Wagner has been looking forward almost for a quarter of a century.